Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all is well, and today I'm going to be asking you guys a question, and hopefully I can answer that question for you guys. Can Patrick Williams take a huge leap with the Chicago Bulls this upcoming season? I'm not asking for him to average 25 points per game, but hopefully he could be impactful when it comes to consistently staying out there on the floor, maybe bringing more on the offense side of the basketball, and maturing mentally out there on the floor as well. So obviously Patrick Williams was the fourth overall pick back in the 2020 NBA draft, and he's kind of had an unlucky NBA career. You know, a lot of people didn't like that pick, fourth overall. He was a sixth man coming out of Florida State, but I did understand it. It was kind of a weaker draft class. You know, you really had to do your scouting. You had to really be ahead of the curve when it came to that draft class because there was no clear-cut selection, at least in my opinion, when it came to the fourth overall pick. So they're like, we're gonna take this fast, athletic, strong, tall guy with length that has potential to be something very excellent down the road if we mold him the right way and put him in the position to be successful. So first off, he was the fourth overall pick. You want him to work out. And then second off, you're kind of all in of trying to win right now because you go out there, get a DeMar DeRozan, you know, through a sign and trade. You go out there, you get Nikola Vucevic as well through trade. You give up some draft capital. Lonzo Ball, he's a guy that can like help you now and moving forward. I do like that. Zach LaVine, you have him on your team. He's getting older. I think some people don't realize that, but he is in his prime right now. So Patrick Williams, you want a piece like him that could excel like right now and moving forward because yes, you want to win now, but you also want to have a consistent winner. You know, that's like what the best organizations do. They're able to compete now, but then also compete and win in the future. So Patrick Williams, it's going to be a very important season. We know he didn't play his second year in the NBA. He's entering his third year. Like I mentioned, he was drafted in 2020 because he went on to actually have a wrist injury in his second year because he went on to be injured by Mitchell Robinson. You could say it was an accident. I definitely don't think Mitchell Robinson meant to do it. And then he also only went on to play 17 games his second year. He showed some flashes his first year. I actually thought he had a pretty successful rookie year for how raw he was coming out on the offense side of the basketball. But the question I'm going to be answering for you guys are probably wondering, will Patrick Williams be able to take that next step on the offense side of the basketball? And my answer for you guys is it's going to be tough, especially when it comes to the amount of shots these guys take within the offense. Even though there is another side of the coin that you're like, Patrick Williams can excel because Lonzo Ball wasn't healthy majority of the season as well. We know Lonzo Ball always puts his teammates in a position to be successful. You know, he does a really great job setting them up in transition in the half-court setting. He just excels running the pick and roll. He could do it all when it comes to getting his teammates involved. But when you just take a look at the shots out there on the floor, so Patrick Williams played 25 minutes per game even when he came back, but he only went on to attempt 6 shots per game, and he only attempted 1.7 threes from beyond the arc. So yes, total field goal attempts, he only attempted 6, while DeMar DeRozan, obviously the number one option, he was having a historically great season for his career as a number one option. He attempted 20 shots per game. Zach LaVine attempted nearly 18. Nikola Vucevic attempted 17. And then you have Lonzo Ball, when healthy, he attempted near 11. So it's like, damn, how are they going to get Patrick Williams involved? Which makes sense. You have a guy, Zach LaVine, that likes to create his own shot in the half-court setting, even though he can leak out and show off his athleticism. Same thing with the DeMar DeRozan, but he's an isolated, heavy type of player as well. So I'm interested to see how the offense is really going to look because I thought Vucevic was a little too trigger happy from downtown. I thought they just settled for too many jumpers at times, and I would have liked to see them attack the basket. That's what I like about Patrick Williams. He likes to attack the basket, but they're going to have to really be creative with him within the offense, and he's going to have to attempt more threes because they're going to leave him open for those threes because the defenses are going to be so attracted on a DeMar DeRozan blitzing him or really attacking a Zach LaVine and trying to get Lonzo Ball in trouble so he turns the ball over because you do not want the ball in Lonzo Ball's hands, especially when he's reading the floor because he's extremely lethal. So you're going to have to utilize Patrick Williams' athleticism. He's a 6'7", 4 that's 215 pounds with a 7-foot wingspan, just head above the rim athlete. He's just a freak athlete out there on the floor. So when he's cutting back door, he thrives. Just athleticism-wise, just his motor, his ability to get to that floater as well. So he definitely does thrive when it comes to just athleticism, speed, and the open floor. That's why I'm excited to see what Lonzo could do with a healthy Patrick Williams, or what they're both going to do healthy together. So Patrick Williams, he's going to have to attempt more threes, only 1.7. Yes, he did shoot over 50% from downtown, but it was on a very small sample size. And with his mechanics, I think he has good-looking mechanics. The shot is kind of slow, though. he has shown that like it can go in, but then there's times it's like way off, it's too strong, or it's too short. But literally, when you think of like if you're building a player in a lab, like physical profile wise, 6'7", 215 pounds, 7-foot wingspan, athletic freak of nature, he could just jump out the gym. Like you're just like, holy shit, that's what I want. When it comes to a player build, he's extremely strong and physical, but at the end of the day, he needs to build more of an offensive package. When you take a look at his offensive bag, there's not really much there. Like his handle's kind of loose. You know, he has shown that he can back guys down and shoot fadeaway jumpers. He has shown, like I said, he can move without the ball. He's a high energy spark plug type of player. He could work down the lane. He has good dexterity around the rim, can use his left and right hand. He has floaters in the lane as well. So he does have a solid touch. I know he only shot 74 to 75% from the free throw line, but we knew it was kind of going to be a work in progress when it came to Patrick Williams' game. But yes, his handle could be loose. Like his teammates have to kind of create the offense for him, which I think he's in a good position when it comes to Alonzo Ball. So he's going to be shooting a lot of catch and shoot shots. So I think the next step with him is creating his own offense. Like he can create getting to the basket, but how is it going to be like shooting off the dribble consistently, you know? Not just like one dribble, not just like a pump fake dribble, like actually creating. But they have enough shot creators, you could say. He did have that game at the end of the season, you know, against the Timberwolves that he had over 30 points. He was able to show off his bag a little bit, but he really values that mid-range shot. You could see that with like occasional fadeaways or just sometimes pump faking from three, getting to that mid-range. He's very comfortable with that, but you would like to see him shoot that three more because we know DeMar DeRozan values the mid-range shot a lot. So his offensive game, he's physical, he's strong, getting to the basket, you know, and he has shown that he can finish over a bunch of different types of personnel with the floater, with his physicality, with his athleticism. He could put you on a poster as well. But it comes down to more consistent volume from three, even though also like there's gonna have to be some sacrifice to go around when it comes to his personnel if you want Patrick Williams to take that next leap or next jump or just a jump in general. He hasn't really had that in his career because of the injury last year, and he was just really a project, very raw his rookie year. But if Patrick Williams even takes like a 16-point per game jump, you know, that could really raise the ceiling of the Chicago Bulls team, you know. So Patrick Williams, the talent is there. And just defensively, see, the funny thing is, like, he's raw offensively, but defensively, I love him. He covers so much ground with his wingspan. He gets to the right spots. He reads the lanes very well. And when he comes up with a steal, good luck in transition because he's fast. He could throw it down. He has good awareness out there on the basketball floor. He's shown he could be a solid rim protector when he's in the right spots, a versatile defender to guard multiple positions outside on the perimeter. And I'm just interested to see what Patrick Williams is going to do when it comes to the offensive boards as well, because you have seen when he was healthy, because he wasn't healthy this past season. So I'm definitely going to look for him more when it comes to the Chicago Bulls games, when I'm capable of watching them. Like, I love his activity on the glass as well because his second jump's lethal. So he's capable of putback dunks, tip-ins, and he can make basic reads out there on the floor. He's not some fantastic passer or anything like that, but I do think his basketball IQ is overall underrated. But Patrick Williams, I'm excited to see what he's going to do for the Chicago Bulls, but will he have the opportunity to flourish offensively? And if he's been working on that handle, if it's tighter, if his offensive bag is really starting to come together more, is it really going to be showcased more? Because like I mentioned, DeMar DeRozan takes 20 shots per game, Levine takes 18, Vucevic takes 16. Lonzo Ball, he's going to get him involved, and I would just love to see like them push the pace more because DeRozan's still athletic. I know the game slows down in the playoffs, but just from a chemistry standpoint, Lonzo Ball, I'm sure he knows Patrick Williams when it comes like personnel wise, what he's capable of doing. DeRozan could throw it down, Levine could throw it down. Like, you have some athletes in this lineup, but obviously slow it down when you have to, you know. So I would like to see Vucevic take less threes, and Vucevic is an underrated passer. I would like to see him in the post more because if he's in the post, Patrick Williams will be cutting, and I just think it would be better play designs. But let me know down below your thoughts on Patrick Williams. Will he break out? What's your definition of him breaking out? I'm going to say he's going to break out, but you may not see him to average like 20 points per game. I don't think it's going to be anything ridiculous like that. I think he will average 14 to 15 points per game on good efficiency. He just came off of a season averaging nearly 9 or around 9 on good efficiency, but at the end of the day, he only takes 6 shots per game, only 1 from 3, but his athleticism, his high motor brings a lot to the game. Yep, let me know down below your thoughts. What do you think Patrick Williams will bring? I'm going to say my final stat line right here. I'm going to say he averaged 13 points per game on 47% shooting, 37% from three. I'm going to say he takes 3 threes per game. He ups his free throw percentage to 79. He averages 5 boards. He averages 2 assists. I think he's just going to be a Swiss Army knife type of player. He's going to come up with a couple steals, a block. I'm excited to see what Patrick Williams does this upcoming season. But yes, now finally, let me know down below your thoughts, and peace out, y'all.